Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Oh, money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Hey, money. Money, 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 money. Get red planes, limousines, Gucci road, that's the color green. That's money, yeah. Oh, supermodels.
What's going on, wrestling fans? It's your boy, Mr. Team Breaker, coming from WCC once again every Monday night. We got my guys up in here. I don't know where in the hell my co-host is. He probably out rocking the bitch somewhere. I don't know. Anywho, thank you, James. Thank you, T-Sean. Thank you, Ro. And thank you, DJ that's in here. Anyway, we're in here to talk about Raw tonight. My point of view first, I think Raw was, I didn't care for it. When we got to the 9 o'clock part and when John Cena made his little punk-ass speech, I went to sleep. So I didn't give a damn about it, really. I mean, they made this. Okay, first of all, let's go down the line. First, Vicky Guerrero came out and said that she was going to be the general manager of Raw for the night. Wasn't impressed. Then we have a CM Punk, Kane, and Daniel Bryan, and AJ, the crazy bitch, little elimination tag or whatever, or elimination triple threat match. Didn't care for it. David Bryan won. Okay, cool. And AJ distracted Kane again. He was pussy wood, blah, 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 blah. Next match. So then we go into Big Show and versus Brodus Clay. Pointless. Big Show won. That was like one of the most sloppiest matches I've seen in a long time. Not impressed. So we go to the next match. Next match was, let's see, I don't even remember. But anyway, let's go to, Jericho came out during against John Cena's little historic match or historic speech or whatever. So anyway, as y'all know, Jericho was suspended for about 30 days. He made his, I guess, fourth return or fifth return or whatever and all this shit. So John Cena, his historic speech, it turns out that he's going to be in the Money in the Bank. Whoop-de-doo. I thought it was going to be that he was going to retire. I thought that he was going to get another shirt. Hell, I even thought that someone else was going to come back. But John Cena, the great John Cena, the great Laffy Taffy, this man says that he's going to show up for the first time ever for the Money in the Bank. Yay. So then, Vicky Guerrero, she comes out and says that Jericho and Cena is going to have their main event, blah, 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 blah. Y'all can talk about the main event. All I know is I was extremely bored. I didn't give a fuck. And by the way, big shout out to Sid Vicious for coming back after 15 years. Yeah. You are awesome. That's awesome. Y'all can take over. I'm just kind of buzzed right now, so go ahead.
Hey, fuck this nigga. What's this nigga the Clinton name? Who's this bitch ass nigga? I'm
Dude, we can talk about that later. Okay. Everybody, what y'all think?
Man, Raw was boring. Raw was boring, period. I actually, after the, I actually had came in late, so I just, I had DVR'd it, and I just skimmed through everything. I was like, wow, pointless. Johnson is nonsense, pointless. Everything was just pointless. It didn't lead to nothing. And the sad thing about it is, in 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks? Yeah, 4 weeks away, they supposed to have a 3-hour Raw again.
I know, and to add on what Raw, what Raw just said, if this is what is going to happen for the 3-hour Raw, then I might as well stop watching Raw altogether because this shit was just fucking pointless, dude. I mean, honestly, the only good thing about Raw tonight really was AJ, because she's still a crazy bitch, and Sid Vicious for coming back after 15 years. That was it.
And you know what's the sad part? I think there's only 2 matches where someone pinned. I think the rest of them were just interference.
Right, with the Dolph Ziggler, this is why I forgot. Dolph Ziggler versus Alberto. I guess they had a contract on the pole, whatever, and that ended up as a no contest. Then the Kruger comes out, the Bobcat, Vicky Guerrero comes out, and then says to everybody that it's going to be a triple threat match. Bullshit! What was the whole point? What was the whole fucking point of having a pole match? And you already know that it's going to be a triple. Oh my God!
It was stupid because Sheamus came out
in their mind. They took too long.
WWE just do some stupid ass shit. If you knew that you was going to do a triple threat match, then what was the whole point of having a contract on the pole?
Actually, speaking of stupid stuff, I have another question.
No.
Could someone explain to me the point of making it only former WWE champions for the Raw Money in the Bank? I thought it was supposed to be for people to make their career. You can't make your career if you've already been champion.
Well, this is where WWE lack at. They have no more ideas. They're running on fumes right now. That's basically what it is. I mean, they're just passing time until something else breaks. And so, I mean, for this to happen, former WWE champions, and so far there's only 4. Is what so far as I know of 4. So you need 2 more.
Sean, you just said something that I said earlier today when I was talking to one of my buddies. WWE, you can clearly tell that they're running out of ideas and they don't know what the fuck to do. Especially with the Triple H and Brock Lesnar. They just going back and forth. Heyman comes out, get his ass whooped. Okay, I'm gonna sue you again. And then Triple H come out and talk about, I want to get your ass one more time. I'm going to fight you at SummerSlam. So if this is a trend, like Twitter, if this is going to be a constant trend for the next 2 months to SummerSlam, honestly, I can just easily do overtime at work. I mean, honestly, I don't need to sit on Mondays. I'm so serious. I could be sitting out, getting more money at work versus sitting at home at 8 o'clock faithfully and, be bored out of my fucking mind, honestly.
It's just sad.
I can go to work. Shit.
I mean, really, honestly, because like I said, tonight, dude, it was who created this shit? I mean, who in the fuck in the back, really created this agenda and shit? And then the funny part about it is, John Cena came out and did this stupid-ass, pointless-ass promo about Star Wars. What Star Wars have anything to do with your historic announcement? And all you was going to tell people was, I'm going to be, wait a minute, hold on, let me do the salute first. I'm a green Jolly Rancher, and I'm going to come out and I'm going to do the Money in the Bank for the very first time ever. Hallelujah! And you could just
stop the Big Show. This one going to win anyway. Big Show had never been in a Money in the Bank ladder match until 2 years ago, and now he's suddenly supposed to win it. Please.
Like I said,
they're running on
former champions only. Well, there goes Ziggler winning the briefcase. Just great.
No, you know what? I think Dolph Ziggler, he's going to be on the SmackDown side. I mean, he should have been on the Raw side, but because if you look at it, Dolph Ziggler, he's going to be, he's a SmackDown he's a SmackDown superstar. So he's going to show up on the SmackDown
side. He's just been competing for SmackDown's World
title,
sort of like Daniel Bryan competing for the WWE belt. I say draft.
Right, so they just basically just taking up time, basically.
But the problem with this is, who do you have him win then? Because apparently isn't Barrett supposed to come back before? Because I thought they were going to have Barrett win one of the briefcases. If you have Barrett and Ziggler in the same match.
But see, the thing is, we haven't even heard any reports about Wayne Barrett coming back. See, that's another problem.
That's another
Wade
point.
Barrett is so in the dark, man. Like, they ain't gonna say nothing, and that's probably their ace in the hole. Which, I mean, that'll probably be the best thing that WWE could do right now, because what they're gonna do to Ziggler is what they did to Cena, is basically make him a SmackDown superstar. Don't bring him on Raw. You know, I mean, maybe bring him on there, maybe, you know, a few times. Let him go ahead and win the Money in the Bank and cash it in, but keep him as a SmackDown superstar. I mean,
Yeah, they may as well draft him.
right now, that's what they need to do, in my honest opinion. You know, forget about, you know, this whole war between, you know, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, which is still the best feud, and they hold the best matches, but we don't want to see that every freaking Monday. You know, it ain't getting nowhere. I mean, it's good for TV, but at the same time, as fans, for me, you know, I just don't like to see it constantly.
Not every Monday. I'd agree with you on that. Like, every Monday, it shouldn't be every Monday. Like, if it was like 3 straight pay-per-views, I'd be fine with it. But they don't need to do it every Monday, because now they're taking.
But this shit is like becoming a constant trend. It's like really trending. I was like, okay, we already seen the triple threat match at No Way Out. Okay, we seen matches leading up to No Way Out. Now you come here and then you do the same thing, but the only thing is, it's an elimination match.
And the WWE title's not on the line.
Right, the WWE title's not on the line, but my thing is, we're seeing the same ass match. If that's the case, then why don't you just say CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan, since them two in the feud? You know, and have Kane go off and marry AJ and fuck her off or whatever. Do that, you know, Triple H and Stephanie bullshit.
Whatever.
But yeah, clearly it seems like they were like really running out of ideas, honestly. And then with Brodus Clay, they're just gonna bury his ass anyway.
And I could tell you they're running on fumes because they actually let the Divas do something.
Right.
Strip them to their
panties
and all that.
They wouldn't have had the Battle Royal. Natty wouldn't have even shown up on Raw if they were coming up with ideas still. That's
you know what? I haven't seen them in so long. I'm like, who in the hell is that girl in the back? I said, oh, that's Natalia.
I kind of said, like, who the hell is this?
And I'm like, okay, it's not going to be a number one contender for the Divas Championship. You just
that what they should have had it. I mean, because anything
other than that, it should have been number one contender. It should have.
I know, because
she's already been best twice, so who's the contender?
Like, wow, she won. You did, yeah. Go fuck Kane or something in the back, or go talk to CM Punk. Yeah.
I just.
What do y'all think of that whole poll? By the way, they're polling on who AJ should be with. What do y'all think of that?
I thought it was stupid. You know what? I thought the reason why, now that you bring it up, because Raw sucked last week, I think they probably did that so people could tune in, so people could just tune in throughout the whole night just to see what the polls are or whatever. They you notice they do something like that, like, okay, if ratings sucked last week, they're going to bring Vince McMahon or Triple H back. If ratings sucked last week, they're going to, you know, they're going to do something to suck viewers in this week, but it didn't happen.
So basically, audience, Brock Lesnar is supposed to be coming back and making his official answer to Triple H of if he's going to face him at SummerSlam or not. More likely, it's going to probably be a no. They're going to keep dragging it probably after Money in the Bank, and then Brock Lesnar is going to get so pissed off. Then he's going to say, I'm going to beat your ass at SummerSlam and all that shit, you know.
And they're going to ride off in the sunset with lollipops and Skittles.
And we won't see Brock Lesnar until probably Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to have Brock Lesnar sign another contract considering he technically quit?
Lord.
Yeah, they're probably going to rehire him. Then he's going to quit. Then get rehired. Then they're going to quit. And then there you go. We're at WrestleMania.
They need to make up their minds.
I mean, they already made up their minds. I mean, they make them. You know what? To be honest with you, Brian, they made up their minds when they signed, you know, Brock Lesnar to this part-time contract for $1 million.
$5 million.
They keep going back.
$5 million, not $1 million. $5 million.
Oh, $5 million. Sorry.
Although in Brock's case, I mean, he may not like the fact that he has the job all the time, basically, whenever he does have a match, but at least he didn't have to do much for that $5 million. I'll say that.
Okay, if that's the case, then why don't you put Black and Bama, a.k.a. me, in the damn match? Let me job for these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
You know what,
I mean,
Chris, they may just do that. They
should, because I need more money than Brock Lesnar, honestly. I need to get my groceries. I am tired of getting my Quest card and shit denied. I'm tired of this shit, honestly. And for all of those that doesn't know what Quest cards is, Quest cards are for food stamps. I'm just, a little side note.
Chris,
it's like a
the
credit
fact that
card
you
food
came
stamp.
up with it says right there they're not going to do it because of the fact that it's a good idea. So they ain't going to do it.
That's some bullshit.
You know how it is with them.
No, it's like they do the opposite of what they should do.
But for
Or
what?
at least what we think they should do.
Like with Brock, they shouldn't. Like, first of all, Brock shouldn't have quit in the first damn place.
He shouldn't have lost the first match back. The Monster doesn't lose the first match back, does he?
No, I'm talking about like he shouldn't have quit WWE in the first place to go join the NFL. Like, try all these damn sports adventures because of course people are not gonna really buy the shit. Like, oh, he came back. Yeah. He's gonna be back for time. Then he's gonna. Then what really fucked him up when he showed up at the UFC event. That would really fucked up the whole damn story.
Mhm.
I don't know what the hell they're gonna do about Brock Lesnar. It's like, WWE, ever since the fallout with with Jericho, with Randy Orton, and pretty much after WrestleMania, like everything started going downhill from there. It's like
I already felt like that before WrestleMania.
Ever since The Rock came back, when he had came back for, like you said, for WrestleMania, it kind of
went downhill.
Building up a feud for an entire year takes a lot of the sizzle out of it.
It really did, because by the time WrestleMania came around, it was just like, let me just get this shit over with. You see why they didn't do that this year, because they don't want the same thing to happen twice.
They learned their lesson from last year.
Right.
And that's why they didn't announce anything for Undertaker neither. So
right, and it reminds you, they said that they were supposed to do that the next night on Raw, and you see they didn't do that shit.
Do what?
I don't think Undertaker should.
Well, they was gonna have this, I guess, every Monday after WrestleMania or whatever. They was gonna do a promo, or they was gonna they was gonna tell everybody what the main event was gonna be for the next year's WrestleMania. But because because the Rock and Cena shit was an epic fail, they didn't do that. They didn't do that shit this year, and I'm glad they didn't.
I just realized something. Okay, or I didn't mean to cut you off. There was one thing I was going to say.
Go ahead.
Seeing as how The Miz, apparently from what I read, The Miz is supposed to be back, I think real soon. I think sometime before Money in the Bank. I'm guessing they're going to put Miz in the Raw Money in the Bank since he is a former champion.
I think it'd be a bad idea if they actually put The Miz in a Money in the Bank.
Well, seeing as how it's all former, I thought the whole former champions thing is stupid anyway.
It is stupid. It was just something they just wanted to do. And see, the thing is, people, like I said before, people like Kofi, the people like, I wouldn't even say Ryback or whatever the fuck. I'm just saying stars that have not got their shine yet is still on the back burner. And it seems like the WWE is going to continue to do stupid shit until they start losing money.
Right, because I
stars
thought
like Ziggler are supposed to get their shine.
Right. The people, the new stars, the young talent is supposed to get their shine on. Just like the X division, Destination X. That's their time to get their shine on. That's what Money in the Bank reminds me of. The young stars, not Cena, not Jericho, not the former champions. I'm talking about the new blood or whatever. Now they probably gonna do a twist, they're gonna throw all that on SmackDown. All the people on Raw, because if you look at it, there's really nobody on Raw. So of course you're gonna put your former champions in the Raw,
Do they even have
side of the
former
picture.
champions to be in them? So basically they're going back to 6 men essentially. I don't know if they can come up with 8 men.
But I thought Money in the Bank was for people that really like. Even though like Randy participated in the Money in the Bank, he has never won it. Like Jericho participated, he's never won it.
He created the concept.
Yeah, I know, but I thought like it's supposed to be for people that never been a champion. It's supposed to be like yes, you're gonna have former champions in there, but they're not gonna win it because they're already established. This is supposed to help establish your new and upcoming to the elevation to that next level. Not have we're gonna have a championship party over here, but whoever's not champion, we're just gonna feed y'all to the dogs, while everybody else, we're gonna give you knives, weapons, and swords, and you're gonna beat lions and shit like that. You pretty much throwing the other guys to the wolves and shit to fend for themselves. Like, all right, we got Money in the Bank over
them
here.
To somehow get over when you don't give them a shot to get over. How does that work?
Right, because you're gonna have Kofi and Dolph in the Money in the Bank, and one of them gotta win it. Versus you have Ziggler on Raw, and you got Kofi on the SmackDown, or vice versa. That's good set up. Because you want that unbelievable factor for the Money in the Bank. I thought that was the whole point of Money in the Bank was like the person that you least expect to win it wins it. Like, we're like sometimes I went with Kofi, but then Jack Swagger won it that year. I was like, wow.
I mean, yeah, Daniel Bryan, he won that shit last year. That was unexpected. That was totally unexpected.
Or Kane 2 years ago, for that matter, because I don't think anybody expected Kane to win that, did they?
No.
They thought Kane was...
Kane actually cashed it in that following night, too.
It's like, fuck this shit.
Which brings me into my next point.
Actually, no, he cashed in the same night.
One of the champions is going to get screwed. One of them.
Probably.
I think it's going to be Sheamus. I don't think it's going to be Punk. Punk is going to carry that championship all the way to SummerSlam and lose it to John Cena.
I don't know. I mean, to argue on that one, I think Daniel Bryan might actually have a win in this one this time.
The reason why I say that is because, remind you, they're going to display that new belt. Probably, that new belt. That's the only thing that's throwing everything off.
The one thing I will say about Punk is Punk did say he hopes that he debuts with the belt. He doesn't know if he's going to be the one that debuts with the belt, though. He doesn't know.
It should be him.
No,
honestly.
No,
because you know how WWE is.
To me, it's really too late for him to display a new belt. It's too late.
How? How? I mean, because like I said, they're getting ready to do this episode, this 1,000 episode. They're about to do this little new era or whatever. Why not have CM Punk do it? I mean, he's like one of the people that usher in this revolution, new era or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A pipe bomb.
Side note, if I may ask,
because his time is going to end with the title. Because he had the belt for damn near a year, and it's like, okay, now you want to usher in a new belt? No, you should have did that last fucking year when you won the damn belt after Survivor Series. That's when they should have had to. When he said that belt.
Really, I think they could have brought back the Undisputed belt after SummerSlam last year. To me.
Right, that's what they should have did it last year.
They should have brought the Undisputed belt back last year.
Right. Then all of a sudden this year you want to say, oh, okay, we're going to usher in a new belt. No, it's too late. Like, true enough, he should have been the one to do it, but it's the timing. He should have done it last year.
And they could have saved time instead of having to make a new belt, which a lot of people think looks almost as bad as the spinner belt anyway. Instead of doing,
honestly,
bring back the Undisputed belt last year.
Honestly, no bullshit. But as a wrestling fan, I'm really starting to become very uninterested in wrestling.
All out of love with wrestling.
Yeah, I'm like ever so slowly. It's like when I look at the WWE, it's like they really draining me, to not watch wrestling. Now TNA is basically the alternate product, but the WWE
does have its problems too. I'm not concerned.
Yeah, they have their problems, but it's more interesting over there. But then I don't want to watch them because it's just It's a product that the WWE should be doing, but because they're catering to kids, to PBS, Nickelodeon and all that other shit, for
I
kids.
still think they can come up with better stuff, even if they were catered into the kids. I still think they can come up with better stuff. They cater to kids with Hogan in them. I don't see why they can't come up with better stuff. I don't even think the PG rating is a problem.
Hey, what's up, Shannon? No, because like I said, it's the thing is, like I said, this era is about money. That's all this is about. It's about money. It's about backstage politics, and it's about Linda McMahon. That's the main three things what's wrong with this era.
Like WCW.
Exactly. But see, on this one right here, the reason why the WWE changed in the first place, they said that they was looking for a new start. That's bullshit. They was doing that shit as soon as Linda was running for vice president or senior citizen club or whatever the fuck she was running. That's when that's when the WWE wanted to decide to turn kid rated PG. So, but honestly, I was sitting back here today just like, I'm a diehard wrestling fan. I love wrestling. I've been watching wrestling ever since I was 14. But it's like now I'm just getting sick of it, dude.
You know it's sad when you actually have to start, doing your own type of wrestling when you're playing your games on your Xbox or your PlayStation.
Right, I gotta make up new storylines for myself just to keep myself entertained.
Me and my friend make up our storyline because
I download storylines off the damn PlayStation for the WWE. I download storylines. I play.
Man, I don't even fuck with them damn storylines. I just whoop a motherfucker's ass and throw them in the turnbuckle and watch them bleed, and then just F5 them.
With all the stuff that TNA does, and people compare TNA to WCW, they compare it to WCW because it's got Hogan there, but WWE seems more like WCW, doesn't it?
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna create a player called Cunt Dust.
but I give TNA this though. It's like even though the bullshit that TNA does, they don't do quite as much bullshit as WWE does though. At least they try.
For a while, I thought the opposite.
Right.
I actually thought the opposite for a while. I thought Hogan was worse than WWE's creative team, but WWE's creative team proved me wrong.
Right.
Now,
Right now.
Here's the question I'm gonna ask, everybody in here. With the lawsuit between TNA and WWE, do you think after that whole thing, clears out, do you think it's gonna pick back up? Because you can't pass off wrestlers to different organizations or other wrestlers go off through other promotions and stuff. Do you think it's gonna pick back up? You think?
No. For WWE, I think no.
Probably not.
Because they
Probably
can
not.
do it now. Why would they have to wait till after the lawsuit where they could just fuck the bush and just do whatever they do now?
Yeah, and the thing is with TNA, if they were smart, they would capitalize on the WWE mistakes. Because if you look at it, like I said, I'll always say this on our shows, the WWE right now is vulnerable because they have these whack-ass storylines. They have injured talent that's pissed as fuck, like Randy Orton, by the way. They should, go ahead, instead of, going to Mexico or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they need to look at Japan's talent. They need to look at the WWE talent, you know what I'm saying? Hell, you might as well, negotiate with, with some of them, even though they are on contract, but, I mean, you could, hire them,
they're going to go over and take less money.
Right, but see, the thing is, these wrestlers out here, they want to just wrestle. Some of them don't care about the money, some of them do. But see, the thing is,
don't care about the money. Sting don't.
Prime example, Gail Kim. She wanted just to wrestle. When she was in the WWE, she was getting paid for nothing, basically. She was getting paid a whole bunch of money, but they wasn't displaying her at all.
The only reason she left TNA is because she wanted a pay raise, and they wouldn't give her the pay raise, so that's why she left. And then she came back to TNA after she got the pay raise, actually.
Yeah, and she was miserable as hell when she was in the WWE.
Because they treated her like crap. They treated her almost as bad as they're treating Natalia right now. Almost as bad.
And what's crazy about it is that you got all these writers. I mean, you got tons of writers for WWE, and I really wish the WWE would listen to this. They need to let the writers leave, like push them out, you know, be part of the cleanup crew and let the wrestlers actually tell their story, you know, like do it old school. You didn't have writers back then, you just had your wrestlers working together.
And you didn't have the scripted promos like Austin, like Stone Cold talked about that needs to be abolished.
Right.
Yeah, I think the script really needs to be like just ripped up, tossed out, thrown in the garbage, and burned it to the ground. Because scripted shit is not doing it for me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we need to burn that to the ground tonight instead of
the
that
thing about
Nickelback
promos
song.
is, it's not the person, it's not the promo, it's the person that's doing the promo.
Exactly, Ro. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's what's killing me about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? How are we supposed to engage with the wrestler and they're not even being themselves? They actually have to memorize the shit on paper, then come out there, remember their lines. Unlike Johnny H, can't remember half his lines and shit. This motherfucker stumbles.
His brain's like the scooter.
Yeah, he was like and be spitting and shit, and like trying to talk about. I forgot that line, by the way. You know, I'm so glad he is off TV. I couldn't stand his ass.
I'm starting the Big Show Saturday. I mean, shut the fuck up.
I mean.
Wait, I thought stuttering was Matt Morgan's gimmick.
Oh, speaking of Matt Morgan, do anybody know what's going on with that? I heard that he is, you know, still trying to come to WWE.
He's interested in coming back. He's done all of his contracted dates with TNA, if I'm not mistaken. He feels that he's not getting out of TNA what he's putting into it, and he wants to go back to the... See, my problem with it is, who's to say that TNA didn't think that you were main event material and that you didn't deserve a world title? What's WWE going to think? And who's to say they're not going to give you
do the same thing to him, so...
They're going to give you worse than the stuttering gimmick if you come back. You thought the stuttering gimmick was bad? Dude, you ain't seen nothing yet.
All they're going to do is they're going to push them like they did Tensai. They're going to push them to the moon, push them, put them all these matches. He's going to be dominant, push them, dominate, push them. Then once he gets the Punk or once he gets the Punk or John Cena, he's going to start losing. Then that's when the Bush is going to start.
That's funny because I knew they was going to do that shit to A-Train.
They're notorious for it. WWE's always done it. They're notorious for it. Stop, start pushing is what they do.
Push them, promote them, push them. Then it's like he was always halfway to the moon, but then his engines failed. And then he just dropped from the face of the earth, right? And he crashed, like he's doing now.
Hell, you ran into Saturn and Pluto on the way there. John Cena.
Man, please, they couldn't even get.
Man,
they couldn't even pass.
Like an endangered species.
Man, they couldn't even pass the moon. Shit. Shit. But I think that shit's fucked up though. Friday's gonna be interesting. I'll be really surprised if the belt changed hands before Money in the Bank. That would be interesting. That would be a swerve.
I'm sorry. Personally, I don't think Del Rio shouldn't even be a triple threat. I think Del Rio should get to have his one-on-one title match at Money in the Bank. To me, he is due his one-on-one title match. He couldn't get it because of the concussion. He was supposed to get it over the limit, but then they decided to make it a four-way. He still hasn't gotten it. To me, he deserves to be in the world title match at Money in the Bank. Nobody else. He is due his one-on-one title match.
But what I don't get is, okay, he had a concussion, but he showed up the next day competing.
I will agree with you on that. That's a bit sketchy.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
That is a bit sketchy.
It's that WWE scramble brain. That's what it is. Because 1 minute he's supposed to have a concussion, and the next minute he has a torn groin. So it's like, what's the deal?
Did you have something to say,
scrambled brain? No, for them it's business as usual. Their brain's fine. It's just they can't really scramble something you don't have.
Hold on for a second. Did you have something to say, Shannon?
Yeah, I was trying to respond to what Brandon said because I heard half of what he said. I'm sorry about who are you talking about? Who was supposed to have a match at Money in the Bank?
You talking about the current lineup?
No. Brandon, what did Brandon just say about somebody's supposed to have the match at Money in the Bank and win it, and he's mad because they're not going to win it?
Well, I'm not mad. I'm just surprised that they're going with the full. Well, I thought. Remember what we were talking about No Way Out? How we were talking about if Ziggler was going to win the belt there or not, and then I talked about how Ziggler was going to win one of the briefcases. I can't say I'm mad, but at the same time, I don't know what this means for Ziggler then, since they decided to make it all former champion.
Okay, but one question. You're going on all, this is why I can't stand the internet. You're basing all your information off the internet.
But I will say this.
You're basing all your information off dirt sheets. We don't know what the hell creative has in mind. Yeah, we may all want Ziggler win his match, but you can't say, no, they all of a sudden changed it. For all we know, this is already their plan. But because of the dirt sheets that they go reporting it, and it's not like it's just one dirt sheet. You got all the same ones reporting the same story. Half the damn time, the damn dirt, and I did a paper on this for my English class, actually. Half the damn time, most of these dirt sheets, what they do is there may be 3 or 4 out there, maybe 3 or 4, that actually may get some good information. And then there's that one that doesn't, and then everybody picks up on it and starts reporting it. So you don't go on with the damn dirt sheet because you don't know. The same way with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was apparently supposed to come back at WrestleMania. He showed up at Monday Night Raw. You know why? Because everybody started reporting it, and the damn WWE called the audible and said, well, you know what, since the internet already knows and they already screwed it up because of the damn leak, let's switch it up just a little bit and make it be on Monday so that way we can prove the dirt sheet's wrong. Don't base your information on a dirt sheet and then get mad when it doesn't turn out to be that way because you don't know.
I just thought that Ziggler had a lot of momentum going in. I thought it could be his way of finally getting to that main event spot. I didn't base it off dirt sheets. But here's one thing that I will say, and I don't know who brought this up, but even if he did win the briefcase, who's to say that management won't suddenly make him the first person not to win the belt after cashing in the briefcase? Who's to say they weren't going to do that with him anyway? I don't know. They wouldn't do that either. Or who's to say they wouldn't do that with Barrett? Or even Barrett is going to win the briefcase now. I don't know that. I'm starting to think that maybe they might have changed plans after he got injured.
The problem is that if they decide not to give Ziggler the belt, it's because WWE feels that he's not ready yet. They just feel he's not ready. They're getting him there.
Who?
They just
That's true.
Ziggler, I said, because that's what we're talking
Ziggler,
about.
you know what? I'm so tired of talking about fucking Ziggler. It's either they're going to promote him or they're not. That's just the bottom line, really.
Well, they are promoting him, but the thing is that you can't just expect them to all of us.
He's not quite up there yet.
That's true, but see, at the same time too, you know, this man got a hell of a potential. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't rush it. You can't rush it.
They rushed it with Del Rio and Sheamus,
but see, the thing is, okay, you say don't, but you say don't rush it, but then you give him a title reign that lasts for only 10 minutes, and then say, oh, this is a former world champ. That ain't no damn reign. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I don't even call that even a title. Him holding the
I
title
don't.
for 10 because they did.
I mean, come on now. You
gonna put that? Now he certainly must not have been ready then.
You gonna put that shit on your resume and then gonna say, yeah, I was world champion for 10 minutes. Come on now. That sounds like a bad sex life. Come on now.
Dang.
Yeah, learn. You know,
I'm right here.
I mean, I feel you on that. I feel you.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry for going ham like that, but like I say, it's just I feel what Shannon is saying. Like, don't rush it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get his turn, but the thing is, the question is when? Anytime in this century or this Friday?
He will get his chance. The problem is we still got these guys who can still draw money. You still got Cena, even though everybody doesn't believe it. You still have Orton. Hell, they can still get Jericho to pull money. They can still get Kane to pull money. So until a lot of these top guys, like I said, namely the guys I just mentioned, are gone, the guys like Ziggler and, you know, other people who we feel should really be up there aren't really going to get their chance. So what they're doing is they're grooming them So that way, when it is time, when Cena's gone, they can say, all right, it's your time. But they can't do it now because you still got their top money makers there. They can only have but so many top money makers. You figure even if once you already know that once they get that belt, they already get a damn extra bonus as it is. So you figure they can't just automatically give it to Ziggler, and they still paying guys like Cena $300,000, $400,000 a year. Probably more than that with his endorsement.
Man, what the fuck is that shit?
Yeah,
I know. What
yeah.
the hell? Who's listening to?
Somebody watching Barney on crack cocaine
No,
or something?
not at all. No, it's like this shit on Facebook. I don't know. By the way, I was not seeing like any ads for Lysol. I actually got Mr. Clean in my cabinet right now. So
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Right. Continue, y'all. I'm sorry. That was some bullshit.
So how did everybody feel about Charlie Sheen being on a 1,000 episode?
I think it's pointless. I think he needs to like take just.
Winning.
Right.
Cindy Lauper, I understood, but not this.
Yeah, I would use Charlie Sheen for laughter, but nothing further than that.
Winning. So you wouldn't say like it would be like a nice kind of creative to make him actual GM because he ain't doing shit.
Not at all. I wouldn't want to have a former drunk / delusional / that's kind of bad for business, especially if this is supposed to be a kid show. I mean, that's kind of bad, on the kids talking about, whore, sex, drugs. That's not good.
But you know what? It'll bring back that.
They do it anyway.
That segment that we're all looking for.
Yeah, they're gonna do it anyhow, but still. That's funny. That's hilarious. Well, I didn't know they were supposed to bring Charlie Sheen on Raw.
Yeah, they did the promo for it.
Announced it on W.com.
And they did a commercial for it on during the show, or at some point.
Winning.
Present.
Tiger blood. Winning.
Speaking of money making, I'm glad one of said
John, you don't have tiger blood. You're not winning.
What?
I'm just glad one of said money makers paid heel.
Who was happy to see Psycho Sid though?
Yeah.
No.
How old is Psycho Sid? He's like what, 60, 63
male
or some
Wendy's
shit?
mascot piss off management or something?
He did pretty good.
The male Wendy's mascot must have pissed off management because he already had to go through this crap with Vader. Now this.
Vader was awesome, dude. Really, real
No,
talk.
I'm not saying he wasn't awesome. I'm just saying Slayer keeps getting thrown to the wolves here.
He's a job.
But you didn't looking like the male Wendy's mascot.
Man, Slater, man, I'm serious.
Like he got
that
whooped
man,
by Cindy Lauper last Monday.
I still say, on a stack of Bibles, that man should go out, promote Wendy's for the triple stack, triple burger with them sea salt fries and shit, and call it a day. Instead of coming out saying
you know what? I think I know why. Heath Slater pissed off management because management hates Wendy's because they're Burger King fans.
That's funny.
That's why, and he reminds them of Wendy's. That's why.
He is a chick from Wendy's, straight up. He got the bone feature, the cheek features and shit.
And WWE management are all Burger King fans. That's why they're all pissed.
That is funny.
But you know what? You should, and Chris, you shouldn't speak too loud because you know what? The creative team is hearing you. You know they're gonna end up doing that shit. Fuck the 7-Eleven.
Chick from Wendy's, right though. The one rock band or whatever. Chick from Wendy's. That is funny. So he on the motorcycle. I mean, like honestly, like picture it. He got some pigtails. He on a Harley Davidson bike, and then he got his hands stacked out like a teapot and shit. And then he said, "Can I get some double stacked burgers, please? It's so tasty." That gay ass shit. That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I'm like watching Sonic shit. Have y'all ever been to Sonics and shit? The motherfuckers that be on the roller skates and shit. This shit funny as hell.
Goodness. This is how you Slater.
Man, that's funny.
And they'll promote it at WrestleMania.
Right.
It depends on where it's at. Yeah, but I don't know, Shannon. What would you think about that? Promoting the whole Sonic idea at WrestleMania in your home state. What you think about that, Shannon?
The Sonic Drive-In?
Yeah, no, the Sonic idea we talked about with Heath Slater. This is how you Slater or whatnot.
Yeah, with the pigtails, Harley Davidson, the little skirt, you know.
And the skates.
He would get booed out of that arena so bad.
I mean, but still, you might have some motherfuckers that march to Wendy's and get like the triple stack burger for like $2.95.
He would get
unless management keeps daring him because management wants Burger King.
Or you know what they could do? They could, fuck it, they could have a triple threat match. Wendy's versus Burger King versus McDonald's versus whatever.
So stupid.
That's sad.
Have the popcorn chicken. No, have the popcorn chicken recipe contract on a pole.
Oh yeah, Colonel Sanders.
Popcorn chicken recipe contract on. No, involve KFC and make it a fatal 4-way. Then you're golden.
Yep. That was gonna say.
Have Brodus Clay represent KFC. Since the Funkasaurus is an endangered species, he needs some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Chicken.
Combo number 4. That'll be the Colonel's finishing move.
Love your I'm tired.
Oh, he gave him the 2-piece. The 2-piece.
Look at Wendy's. Yes, Wendy's is gonna win. Oh, wait a minute, no. Oh wait, here comes Burger King. Wait a minute. Oh wait. Here comes Burger King. Oh wait a minute, here comes Hardee's. Hardee's is bad at Wendy's. No, Hardee's screwed over Wendy's. No.
Stick to your day job.
And what's the sad part about it is that, and I fear this, Chris, I don't know if you agree with me on this one, is that they'll give Heath the U.S. title and say screw Santino. Later in the future. I have a sneaky suspicion they're going to do that.
Fuck it. They just need to unify the Intercontinental and the U.S. title. Fuck it.
Didn't they do that before?
No.
Like, didn't they unify some type of title, or I can't remember.
Intercontinental and European, and the ladder match between Van Dam and Jeff Hardy.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
And then they did the Intercontinental and World title, but then they won that.
They brought it back after Triple H won it in No Mercy, and they didn't bring it back, if I'm not mistaken, till
Damn, when did they bring that damn title back?
I don't know. Didn't they bring it back in like 2003 or something, I think?
Yeah, because that's when Randy won it from Van Dam.
Yeah, so I think they brought it back sometime around 2003. No, I remember they brought it back, if I'm not mistaken, at Judgment Day 2003, because that was when they had former champions battling in the Battle Royal. They were bringing that belt back that night, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember correctly.
I know this motherfucker ain't on my floor snoring like a motherfucker. Wake your ass up!
Wow.
This man just got done drinking a UV blue and shit vodka. This motherfucker is on my floor. Pass the fuck out.
How do we get to an Intercontinental title discussion to talking about someone getting passed on the floor?
Because it was just random.
WCC.
Yes, only in WCC.
How do we get to anything in our conversation?
I know. You never will be surprised. But anybody else got any other comments they want to bring up before we jet on out of here?
I'm just glad Jericho stayed heel.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't even give a damn.
I'm happy he's back.
Yeah, me too. But anywho, thank you everybody for coming on here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry everybody that this was a short show, but unfortunately WWE just have these whack ass storylines that just drains everybody, especially me, being the black person that I am. But anyway, that doesn't matter. But anyway, tune in for WCC radio show this Saturday right here on YouTube, and also stay tuned for the WCC After Dark Tiny Chat. Once again, this is your boy, Mr. Team Bringer, coming from WCC.
If you go on to the Tiny Chat, you got to hit L up for the password.
Yes, you got to hit up the password because we don't want cunt dust to come into the room no more. But anyway, this is your boy. We are out.